No more RSL gear cleanses? What am I even saying? What's up, guys? MtgJedi here. How you doing today? I am so pumped for this video. I think that this is one of the best things that I've done in a long time. And if you appreciate that, let's just go ahead down and hit that like button right now and tell me about it in the comments. Because I think that this is the thing the raid community is needing that you don't even know that you need. I've been having so many conversations with so many awesome people about their gear, and I think that this is going to shed some light on the situation in a very clear and concise way. Before we jump into that, I'd like to give some shout outs. Roz, Liam, Chronic, and my dude Wise Ninja, who is actually the original person who inspired this video. He was messaging me on Discord, and he had some specific questions about what gear he should keep or sell. As I was answering that, this whole video came together in my mind. So I really appreciate that, Wise Ninja. Thank you so much for the original question. You're the inspiration for this video, and Roz, Liam, and Chronic helped me put together all of the details. So thank you guys all for helping out. Now, in order to help you out and give you some more energy to fulfill your tasks in farming more gear after you go sell it all, put your player ID in the comments below and you will be entered to win a gem giveaway. So, if you would like to win some gems, go ahead and put that in the comments below, as well as giving me your feedback on the situation. I love that we are able to do this as content creators, give these gems away. So make sure you're taking every opportunity to win those, because I love to give them to you. All right, moving on here. Yesterday, I talked about the #1 account mistake, and that was holding on to your 5-star gear for too long. I encourage you to go watch that video, because I talk about gear and different types of things to keep and sell, as well as a sort of different perspective on this topic. So if you haven't seen that, make sure you go back and watch that. Now, I want to address the thumbnail too, because I have mad respect for my dude Farbstuff. However, I, as well as some others, have been having trouble with RSL Helper in the gear cleanse type of section on the RSL Helper. And I don't know if that's a user error or if that is a broad, thing that is just a part of the program now. But ever since we changed from the beta to that's the current version that we have, I've been having a hard time and I haven't really been able to use it for gear cleanses. So I've had to come up with different ideas. So, Farm Stuff, mad support, man. I love you, my dude. If it's a user error, please tell me how I can fix it. So, I still encourage people to use RSL. It's amazing. There's so many uses for it. You can download it from my Discord as well, and we do have some sell files in there. If it works for you, let me know, because maybe it's my fault. Jumping in here, I want to break this down as easily as possible, okay? So, you're going to go through your gear and see what level you are. Some of you are going to be all the way at the end, the highest level possible. Some of you are going to be down here at level 1 or 2. No worries, okay? I think that this is just a clear way to level up your gear. I'm going to show you what filters to use in game in order to do that, okay? So level 1 is selling all 4-star and lower gear. And you can do this very quickly. I also want to mention that this will be posted on my website. So if we take a look over there real quick, there is under the articles section under MtgJedi.com. I have this all posted in article format. So if that's your jam, head over there. Or if you want to take a look at that after you watch this, so you can just see the thumbnails, the tiles, whatever you want to call them, the slides, I suppose. It's in another format over there for you. Now, as for the levels over here, what I want to say is that you decide how quickly you want to progress through these levels. And if you have feedback on them, message me, let me know. Selling all 4-star gear and lower, selling all or most of your common and uncommon gear can happen very quickly in this game. I was selling all 4-star and lower gear, like 95% of all 4-star and lower gear, within the first week playing on my new free-to-play in 2024. So I know that this is definitely possible. And then level 2, it's going to come and go. You know, you might need to keep some of your level 16 common and uncommon gear and then just sell all of the rest. I know on the free-to-play account, I still have a couple common and uncommon level 16 pieces of gear, and those are fine to keep. You've already invested in them. They're easy for faction war champions. This would be selling all of the unrolled level 8, level 12, or less gear on your account. Level 3 is going to be getting your flat stats, okay? Flat HP, flat attack, and flat defense. It is great to sell them as early as possible. It's one of the most consistent filters you're going to use throughout your course of your play. And a lot of these are going to be just automatic sells. If it has regular defense, HP, or attack, as you see here, almost all the time you're going to sell them. You could see once in a while on the instinct set there, you get a nice, really, good speed rolls. And then that's going to be helpful in some other situations. I probably should sell that one, honestly. But it's a good example for most players. And then the Slayer set there, one of the best sets in the game. Even if it's a flat defense boots or gloves chest, whatever, you probably want to keep that to re-roll it because of how good that set is. So you determine if there's a couple pieces you want to keep. The majority of those are sells. And as always, you want to roll the 6-star legendary ones that are gloves and chests and have speed, just like those relentless ones that we tested there, and see if it rolls a lot, triple, quad speed rolls. Those are always worth keeping. Level 4 is basically where we were at. Level 4, level 5, basically where we were at in yesterday's video. You need to start selling your 5-star gear as quickly as you can, okay? And I love selling everything except the 5-star speed boots that are blue, okay? If you want to also sell all of your blue gear, that is fine too. I think that there are sometimes rare speed boots that can be helpful, but selling your 5-star rare gear as quickly as you can is going to be extremely helpful. I think the majority of players are over here in level 5 and 6. I think that there's way too many people selling not enough gear. They're not selling enough gear, okay? So don't be scared. Don't live in the fear. Go sell all your 5-star gear today. And here are some sets that you might want to keep, some specific pieces. Almost every single one of these is kept because it has double or triple speed rolls, double or triple crit rate rolls. These are sets that speed is an important factor, like speed, perception, protection. Stone Skin Bolster, Righteous, Supersonic, Merciless, Slayer, okay? If I missed any, let me know, but those are the majority of ones where you're going to focus on, oh, okay, well, that piece is decent. You definitely, unless it's like a quad roll, you definitely don't want to keep a Destroy piece that's 5-star gear when you're at this level. There's no need, okay? There's no need. It's not important. It's not helpful. So free yourself today and go sell all your 5-star gear. With that being said, if all your gear is 5-star, don't sell it all, okay? Because you need some gear to go off of. Usually the minimum amount of gear that I tell people to keep is in the 700 range. So if you have 700 pieces of gear right now, you shouldn't be selling a ton unless it's really bad. And then you should be farming back up to that number. Most people are up over 1,000 pieces of gear, and if that's the case, there's no reason why you can't sell your 5-star gear. No reason. Level 6 is almost all 5-star gear, and then keeping, sets specific pieces, okay? This is the point where you should probably be getting Lydia. And if you already have Lydia, go back and sell those things right now, and tell me that you did it, and I'll give you a high five, okay? So once you are close to or around after you get Lydia, that's the breaking point for me where you should be selling the majority of your 5-star gear. So Lydia is in this range here of levels 5 to 7. So this is a good indicator. It's a really good milestone for you to track where you're at. Now, if you farm a lot, if you buy energy and you use it and you farm, then you might get to this before you get Lydia. I've definitely seen that happen before. So, as with all of these recommendations, you have to customize it to your account, your experience, how you play the game, etc. If you have questions, message me. I do coaching sessions, and I can go over specifics on your account. Level 7, 6-star rare top row. And I will say the majority of your gloves, chests, and boots. But I wanted to say here, there are good 6-star rare pieces, especially in those same sets as we were discussing before. Like if you are taking 6-star rare speed weapon and it has a double speed roll of 16 or 17, let's say, that's a keep for probably your entire account because it's going to be equipped on somebody, right? The majority of these selling tiers and levels is for unrolled gear that you know is bad. Now, if you have too much gear, then you just sell the rolled gear as well. So again, customize it to your experience and your account. But there are plenty of crit damage with double speed, crit damage with double crit rate gloves that you can keep. There's plenty of attack percentage chests with double crit rate and crit damage. You know, if it's 2 good substats on a good piece in a good set, then you can still keep that. Don't feel like it has to be 100% of all the 6-star rare gear. Obviously, you can keep some of those if they're actually good. So this is going to be similar to level 5 and 6 with what you're keeping and what you're selling, and probably the same can be said for every level after this as well. Level 8, and you can apply this at any level, but most of the time you don't need it until you get to this point, where you're looking to rid your account of bad substats. So level 8, you want to go through the 3 different filters of the flat substat combinations and just sell the majority of those. You need to be careful on your legendaries because you could have like a quad speed roll with flat HP and flat attack as 2 of the other stats, and obviously you wouldn't sell that, okay? But any epic gear, any rare gear, those are just like almost automatic. It's very hard. If you had a triple speed roll or a double speed roll in a speed set, again, those are exceptions, okay? But the majority of the time, you're selling the gear with the 2 flat substats, the majority of the time. And when you're looking at your gear, if you hit flat HP, attack, or defense multiple times on a piece, very difficult to keep. Legendary Relentless crit damage gloves. You hit flat defense 3 times. Almost always a sell. Almost always a sell. So if you're hitting these flat stats with your rolls, that's a good indication to sell. And if you roll your gear and it's bad, sell it right away. Don't leave it there as a maybe, just sell it. Level 9 and 10 is all your 6-star rare gear, all your 6-star rare and epic gear. And these are the levels where you're getting to be an endgame player. Your gear is getting to a really high level. You have all of the gear that you could want, pretty much. You have the majority of your champions geared, and now you're trying to gear them better. This is the levels for you. You can also exclude same sets as level 5 and 6. That's going to be true every time. The good sets are good. And we should probably add Savage there. For some 6-star rare and epic, Savage should probably be on that list as well. There's a healthy amount of Savage that I have on my account that, is, outside of these categories. Okay. Level 11. You're being very picky. This is the final level. And if you know anything about me, I'm obsessed with the number 11. It just happened to work out for this. It was not intentional. But when you're keeping legendary pieces in offsets, they need to have all good stats. Your gloves, and chests and most of your top row should have speed. Your damage gear should have at least 2 or more good substats. Your top row substats match the set. So if it's an attack set, most of the time it has attack percentage. If it's a speed set, it has speed, etc. So you're also at this level really focused on ascending your gear with oil from Sand Devil, matching those stats in the gear to the set itself. So, or to the type of gear itself. So crit damage gloves looking for crit damage, attack percentage chest looking for attack percentage, etc. Okay, if you're at this level, I'm sure that you know how good your gear is and what to keep and what to sell, but this is a really good outline for you. So what level is your gear? Let me know in the comments what your gear level is, and I would love to remind you about the gem giveaway here at the end of the video. So put your player ID down there, tell me your gear level, and if this was helpful to you or not. What else would you like to see on the channel? Did you like this format? I love your feedback. I love to hear from you guys. I hope this was helpful to you. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.